My name is Carlene, and I'm doing this video for Health Union. I am a Hepatitis-C advocate, and I wanted to share a little bit of information about how Hepatitis-C is spread. In particular, is it a sexually transmitted disease? And the short answer is no, not really. It is only spread blood to blood. It is not found in semen or vaginal fluid or tears or saliva or urine or any other body fluid other than blood. And so the likelihood of two people having an open wound or an open way to spread blood to blood is not common in sex. However, if there is rough sex, bloody sex, men who have sex with men, people with multiple partners, all of those groups of people are more likely to transfer or receive hepatitis C during sex. But in general, people in a monogamous relationship are not at risk for hepatitis C through sexual intercourse. And so, like, for instance, I've been married for 27 years. I had the virus for 25 of those years, and my husband never contracted the disease. I didn't know about it until just a few years ago, and so we never were cautious or used any kind of protection, and my husband's never been scared of me, even after he found out, and so he never contracted the virus. And that's a pretty common thing that I hear amongst heterosexual monogamous couples, is that even after long periods of time after being married, there is no transmission. I think it's easier, in fact, I know it's easier to transmit the virus in a family through razors or through fingernail clippers or through other means of transmission where blood can be spread pretty easily. So again, hepatitis C is not really a sexually transmitted disease unless there is blood involved. And so that would have to be on both sides. So say, for instance, a woman is on her period and the man has a sore on his penis. Then it could absolutely be spread that way. Or even during oral sex, if a woman is on her period and a man, or she has even traces of blood at the end of her period that wouldn't be necessarily even visible to the human eye, and a man had a sore in his mouth or something like that. Theoretically, it could definitely happen, but it is not common, not likely. The CDC says maybe 1 in a 250,000 people have contracted the virus this way, and even then it's hard to say because, 10 to 15% of people don't even know how they contracted the virus, and so it's really not necessarily a sexually transmitted disease. I don't want to say it never is, because if there's blood exchanged, it could be other kinds of sex that is bloody. Or if you have HIV, you're more inclined to pass the virus. I don't know if that's because you have a compromised immune system or what, or the mode of intercourse that is usually used between people that are HIV positive, but that definitely puts you at a higher risk. And so the answer is that amongst heterosexual monogamous couples, the likelihood of transmission is very, very, very low. And then the riskier your behavior and the more partners you have, or if you have HIV or have rough sex, then your risk of transmission during intercourse does go up. Hope that was helpful, because it was a little bit difficult to talk about.